Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Dorky Tix and we are here today with another video. Yes! Sorry again about not having the highest quality videos because I literally just made this as soon as I got back. So yeah, this is our first one. They got other things coming out. I don't really know what I'm gonna post quite yet. A little bit, but a little bit not really. I hope you guys enjoy. This is the same thing that I was doing for the trip and on. It's just reaction. Hope you guys enjoy. Also, sorry that it was a little blurry. Don't know why it's getting blurry. This is not recognizing my face, I guess. And let's go. Alright guys, I just found out and put a lot of stress on myself now that I have to get this whole entire week done with videos all the way till Thursday, and from Thursday I gotta get at least 5 videos ready because my brother's fiance is having a baby or getting induced. I think that means she's going into the hospital, at least for now, which is crazy. I don't know for sure though, so don't quote me on that. Okay, I have to look up. I didn't look up what that word means and I don't really care right now. We're getting into this and let's go. Field trip stories with Mr.NightMere. Yeah, by the way, Mr.NightMere is the one who made this video. All credits to him. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, real quick, if you guys were wondering, I did not post the first one. Hold on, Mr.NightMere, you're going a little too fast. Anyways, if you guys were wondering, I did not post the first one because you guys are gonna go watch it if you want to. Cause yeah, I'll leave a link down of the video. He's pretty lit. You guys should subscribe to him and all that. And yeah, you guys gotta watch the first one. I'm gonna react to the second one and maybe the third one if we have time. I don't know for sure because these are actually pretty long. I think each one of them is like 5 minutes long, so maybe only one, and then y'all watch the rest. I don't know.
All of my classmates and I looked forward to our Washington, D.C. field
I want to go
trip.
to Washington.
The thrill of going on any sort of trip with your friends was enough to excite us.
Yeah, let's make.
After all preparations, we were ready
all
for
the bad
DC.
kids someplace. It's
Once
always
we arrived
fun.
to our destination,
Doesn't matter
a
where.
class of around 100 students were partitioned off into 3 groups.
students?
And within these groups were our 3 other hotel
crazy.
mates. Each group was sent off in different coach buses, and we would be taken to different attractions throughout DC, neighboring states, monuments, parks, food stops, museums, and more.
I'm hungry.
After a long weekend of visiting educational sites, our teachers decided to treat us to a colonial ghost tour one night.
Okay, that sounds lit.
It was an evening
and I think I
walking
might know
tour
what you're
through
talking
some
about.
of America's historical sites near village cemeteries and old townhomes. I don't remember exactly which city we were in.
Real quick, I think they're talking about that one house that's like, it's by a park or something. Very haunted, I heard. I'm not for sure. I don't even know if it's even there, but like it's supposedly like one of the, not the most haunted, well, because they say that about every place, but it's pretty haunted, and you can see people going through the windows and stuff moving through the windows and all that, and it's pretty crazy. And don't know for sure because again, I've never been there, but it's pretty crazy. Actually, the only time I've ever had a ghost encounterment wasn't even, actually I didn't even show you guys. I played the Ouija board with my friends in a cemetery. I broke so many rules. I even played with it by myself, mocked the demons and all that stuff. It was crazy, and we were stupid, but nothing happened. Nothing scary happened to us. What's it called? At least to me, nothing happened to me. But I had some experience happen to me, and they're pretty crazy. Like sometimes there would be like this is actually a very common one. I don't know why, but it happens to me. There's something in the middle of the table, goes flying off, like from the middle of the table, exact middle, maybe a little off, but almost the exact middle, and just goes flying off. Like not even like, oh, it fell, it rolled away like a couple feet. No, it went like across the room, bashed something, broke something almost, and then took something else down with it too. And it makes no sense. Anyways, that happened at night one time, and I think it was just me because everybody was gone. I don't know for sure, but I was in my jam. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but I was in my groove, man. I was getting it, I was singing, I was having fun. My music stopped. That happened, and it messed me up. And I was singing the song, and I messed up my song. And I turned around, I looked at it at the floor, and I kid you not, I cussed out a water bottle. Don't ask why, but I just cussed out a water bottle, and people could hear me from streets over. I even got a text message from my friend that's like 3 houses away. He goes, dude, are you okay? What's wrong? And I was like, sorry, A ghost tried to attack me and I got mad. That's what happened. Like I straight up cussed out a water bottle. This has nothing to do with ghosts, but let's get on with the freaking
show. I remember the guides telling us
video,
that many
whatever.
of the empty homes were preserved
I don't know.
due to their historical significance.
That story's too funny. I don't know why.
I've always been scared of most things related to ghosts and such, but I was positive that nothing would happen in our ghost tour.
Oh, nothing's gonna happen. Famous last words, bro. Famous last words.
Members each, and we're instructed to carry around a camera if we wished.
Yeah, to take pictures.
The guide
Yeah, that is a place. I've seen that. So they were. It's like by a park.
There would most likely be nothing.
You can see stuff through the windows. That's the place. And even the top is supposed to flicker on and off with the light.
Cemetery plot to
Very
colonial
weird.
home.
Super
I
haunted.
just took
Apparently.
interest in the histories that the guides would share of each home.
Also, I want to do a freaking. I was in San Fran, dude. I was in San Francisco, and I didn't get. We were gonna, but we didn't get the chance. I want to go back, but we didn't get the chance to go to the Rock, which you don't know if the Rock is. It is Alcatraz. It's an island in the middle, very haunted. I wanted to go there so bad. I had my camera and everything ready up and charged and good to go, and we didn't go. I was very sad, very devastated. I was mad. But I might go one day. Don't know for sure. I'm probably gonna go traveling a lot next year. Not this year for sure, because I'm gonna work a lot and that's it. And hopefully get this channel growing a lot more than what it is, which would be nice. Yeah, it would be nice. Not gonna lie. But yeah, just bring y'all along with the fun, bro. I'm gonna try to see if I can get to ACC, but that thing is weird. I'm gonna have to try it again after this video. So let's go.
They would indulge us in the stories of each homeowner, while my friends would snap away at photos, hoping to find a shiny orb. One of my friends, Jessica, that I was sharing a room with during that trip, was not one of the kids that were constantly taking pictures. She would take a photograph every once in a while, but spent most of the time listening. My group reached a small 2-story home in the middle of the street. The house had an ominous blue hue to the windows, but the house was vacant. I remember being very curious about this home. The tour guide began to tell us a little bit about the house. She had mentioned that the home had originally belonged to a man and his beautiful wife.
It's cold.
He adored his wife, and the couple was thrilled to receive news that they would be expecting a child. Unfortunately, the wife had died after giving birth to a baby girl.
Yep, you cannot.
The man
You
was
already know if it starts like that, it's gonna be a bad
his
story.
homely daughter. During her childhood, he kept her in the house as much as he could. He reminded her about how homely she looked and could not find her a suitor. Feeling that she had no other purpose, he had his daughter learn how to sew and weave upstairs, using her only good attribute, her hands.
I was about to say.
After hearing this story, I remember the sorrow that I felt
thought you
for
would
this
kill
girl.
the daughter.
She and her father must have lived unhappily in that house until their deaths.
Dang.
My friend Jessica took a photograph of the house, and we both moved on to the next house.
I want to see. Hold on.
I kept walking
Was there actually
until
anything in
Jessica
that
stopped
picture?
and became silent, looking down in her digital camera screen. I walked over and scanned the photograph.
Oh, I see it.
I saw a gleam
On the right.
from the edge of the
Right
second
top.
floor window on the right. I had her zoom on the scene. After zooming in, you could clearly see 3 figures
Wait, 3?
staring out from the window.
That's
On the
2.
way right was the translucent outline of a woman. A taller man was standing
Oh,
behind
I
her
see
to
the third. Never
side.
mind.
Even more curiously, there was a third figure. It appeared to be a woman, but she was harder to make out. The body was there for sure, but her skin was not as clear.
That's
Jessica and I
wild.
freaked out. The first woman and man made sense to me. That would explain the man and his daughter. But who was this third
I keep
dark
looking
woman
back.
off the
I
side?
don't like this. I don't like the eerie
I
feeling.
raised my
This is
hand and
exactly
went
what
to
I
ask the
hated about
guide,
playing Outlast.
Was there
Which is why I'm gonna buy a new desk, because this desk is broken. Workers broke it when they painted our house. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a new desk. It's gonna be either I kind of don't know which one I want. I want a desk that's like either a corner one, so I can put it right here in this corner, play games, be fine. But it will also cover up a little bit right here. So when I was thinking, I was like, I'm gonna put it right here so I can look out that way and not have people, or what I think is people, staring at me and me not notice. So yeah.
ever another person that
Nothing
lived
to do with the
his
story,
family at
but
the
yeah.
house we just looked at? The guide looked surprised at my question and answered, yeah. During the time of their residence, they had a black female servant living with them.
Hey, that's racist, bruh. Come on. Nah. All right. I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna really try to squeeze this last story in. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm gonna try to do it. So if you see it, cool. If you don't, check out Mr.NightMere's three more disturbing field trip horror stories. He's really awesome. I actually forgot about him for a while, which is crazy because this dude is insane. He I don't know where he gets his stories from or if he writes them up, but I doubt he writes them up because this is just insane. But I don't doubt him because he's actually really cool. His voice is also really amazing. Whatever. Anyways, let's try to squeeze his last story in. Let's see what it's even about. Ugh, I can't talk right. I love ghost stories. I don't really get scared of people's stories because I'm like,
teacher, Mr. Stevenson somehow convinced the school to let him take us on a field trip to some abandoned building in the woods that was the site of a...
Real quick, why are you taking a field trip with kids to an abandoned building in general and then do a crime scene one? That doesn't sound school friendly or school smart. That just sounds dumb.
Major
the other one made sense. This one doesn't.
I think he might have finessed it a bit and made the school think we'd just be studying the perimeter and outside of the building. But we did much more than that. That dude was using y'all to figure out... It used to be a drug den.
How you could smuggle drugs.
When we got there, I realized how frighteningly tall the building actually was. And its location was just surreal. Surrounded by forest in every direction. And the only road that leads up to...
I'm looking at this building and on one of them, this has nothing to do with it. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much. But it just looks weird. That's all I gotta say.
To it is a road you would never think to drive down just because of the grass growing in the street. Since our current topic at the time of our class was dealing with drugs,
I know a good place where you can smuggle drugs, kids.
Building. He gave a tour of the place as if he'd been there many times before, and he seemed to know quite a bit of history about the building. For example, that the actual original purpose of the building was unknown. Apparently construction on the higher levels wasn't even finished before the building was abandoned. Its location and size made it ideal for drug deals and other illegal activity to take place, which surprised all of us since there we were inside of this apparent former drug den for a school field trip. Mr. Stevenson was so laxed about this trip that he didn't even notice when a couple students wandered off to explore on their own.
I doubt he cared. What were you just go right off? Go find your drugs in the walls.
Other students did it. Me and my friend Gianna, or G, decided to go off on our own too. And yes, I'm a guy. I just so happened to have a really close friend that was a girl
she
back
died
in
that
high
day.
School.
Don't remember.
There had to be at least 8 floors in this building, but we saw from the outside the top 2 floors
that literally says help me.
I basically forced G to come all the way upstairs with me to the top few floors. Worst came to worst, we wouldn't be able to find the group again, and we just returned to the bus right outside. We climbed the stairs, one flight after another. It was weird. As we reached the middle floors, the amount of debris and graffiti lessened a bit, but then as we got to the higher floors, there was even more graffiti and litter than the lower floors. Then things got sketchy. It seemed we were on the second highest floor, and everything on this floor was still just wood foundation. A lot of it seemed to be rotting, and there were a lot of holes up there. We would have gone up to the last floor, but the stairs had been completely stripped and broken.
What?
Basically, there were no stairs to the last floor. There had to be a way up there, though. So we watched our step for weak wood as we navigated.
That's where they keep their drugs.
Then, Gianna grabbed my shoulder and stopped me. She pointed up at a hole in the ceiling and said she saw something. Then there was a ticking noise. Like the kind of ticking noise a person makes.
That's what I make when I call my little doggies.
Followed by that, someone's arm came into view from a hole above us. Just their arm, though. And judging by the position of the arm, whoever's arm it was must have been laying down flat on the floor.
Alright, stop with this ticking, dude. It's annoying.
They had a long black sleeve on, so the only skin that was visible was their hand. G was scared. I laughed a little at first, but I'm not going to say it wasn't slightly unnerving. Gianna started telling me let's go back down. I started calling up to the person, how do we get up there? They didn't answer.
You stupid!
Instead, they just kept making the ticking noise and waving us up.
This kid's dumb.
That's when things started getting really creepy, and I agreed with G that we should go back down. Right after I said this, the person pulled their arm out from the hole, and we heard the sound of a shoe quickly scrape the wood foundation above us as the person was clearly getting up. We couldn't see, though.
This is when the
I
kids
nudged
start
Gianna
going
to
down the
move.
stairs
I was
slowly,
creeped out and just wanted to get back
and
down.
then they start jumping out down
As we were about to
stairwells.
leave
Just
the main
boom
open
down one
layout, we
stair,
went back
boom
into the
down one
stairway
flight.
corridor.
You
There was a
run.
crash far behind us. We turned and saw a man on the complete opposite side of the room, facing the wall. It seemed he just jumped through one of the holes. He then quickly turned his head to look at us, without moving his body. There was something about his face and clothing.
He
didn't
dead,
look
bro.
like the typical urban exploration type. He looked dangerous and unstable.
He sold drugs.
G and I
Told
ran
you.
for it now, down one flight of stairs at a time. 3 flights down, I looked up the long corridor above us and saw the man at top looking down at me. I yelled go to Gianna. We kept going down.
Oh my God,
5
Gianna is
flights later,
coming!
I looked up again, and there was the
That sounds
man again,
wrong. Out of
looking down
context.
at me.
Don't.
This time he seemed much closer. I
Dang.
just realized he'd been chasing us. We got to the bottom and I looked up one more time, and I didn't see him this time. We heard the voice
Mr.
of
Stevenson, go fight
nearby,
him.
and I kind of started
Beat
to
him.
laugh about what just happened.
Can't say the word.
Not exactly because I found it funny, but because I was just happy
Get him.
that we made it back safely. She was not laughing,
No, not right now.
though. She was genuinely disturbed. We found Mr. Stevenson, who
Kid's
asked
crazy.
where we were, and we told the truth about what just happened. He was pretty mad at us, but given what we just told him, he also advised we should leave the building. The other kids who wandered off had returned, and when we got to the bus, Mr. Stevenson did a head count.
Did a head
3
count?
times.
Oh, creepy little man.
Overall,
1,
the trip
2,
wasn't a
3.
failure for the rest.
He counts the
other
the
kids
criminal.
did learn things about the building and drugs, but for my friend Gianna and I, really,
He's like, dang it, they're
it
gonna
was the
find my
most
partner,
horrific
bro.
thing we ever
Dang,
went
man, dang. Mr. NightMere does some crazy good stuff. No lie, those were good. I know that if you saw the whole entire thing, I don't know if I showed the last part, but I was turning around, I was looking back, I was like, dude, this shadow is creeping me out. Like, it has eyes now. Yeah, he does some crazy good stuff. Go follow him or go subscribe to him. Like his videos, they're good. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's not much. It's just a reaction. I'm gonna try to do more stuff. There's no good horror games. I looked, bro, and I'm looking, and there's just no good ones. That Lynn one, it got boring after the second episode. First episode was fun. Second episode sucked, so I never posted it. Third episode, I don't know, because I'm not recording a third episode. Also, Vampire, don't know what's wrong with Vampire because the audio is still corrupted and still messed up. I want to finish that game, and I actually want to post it for once and let you guys hear it, because that game has a great soundtrack, great voice acting, and it's just phenomenal all around. It is awesome, but it just doesn't work. I don't know why, but yeah. Also, my recording of me playing Fortnite with my cousin and just messing around, having fun, got corrupted, so that's not gonna be viable. My other recordings also corrupted, so I just gotta record a crap ton. This is what I got for today. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm sorry again. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.